girls say yeah.
Look at that big, juicy booty.
Hot like a tamale.
Be offended.
Do you love black people? Negro.
You know the thing.
Here, next.
Don't be rude.
You ain't black.
Shawn Cav.
You're going to have a flame coming out of your butthole.
Heartfelt.
A man and a woman.
Yo.
Hello. What's up, dude?
Hey, just getting myself situated for some chit chat.
Yay.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna invite the Cultured Council guys too.
Yeah, do it.
Sweet. So I'll do Murphy and what was it, Jacqueline?
Yeah, and I know we're gonna have Pixie joining us next Wednesday too, so I'll send her an invite as well.
Cool. Sweet. Oh, I guess I'll let movies in here.
Yeah, I'd let him in.
Yeah.
He's okay.
Yeah, you're all right. What's up, movies? How you doing, bud?
Not bad, not bad. How about you fellas?
All right.
It's been an interesting day.
Yeah. Do I touch that one or what? No, never mind. I'm gonna rephrase that.
Touch it. Just touch it.
You know you want to. You know it. It's my Hunter Biden impression.
Did you guys see some kind of like movie trailer for like a movie called My Son Hunter?
Yes.
I haven't seen the trailer, but I heard about it.
Yeah.
It's some like indie film type deal. It's definitely some. What's that?
I knew it was coming out. I just haven't seen the trailer yet. I know it's Gina Carano is supposed to be in it.
Yeah, it's definitely a very indie film, and I don't know. Like they try to like throw in as many kind of like Bidenisms as they could, especially about like corn pop and like you're the smartest man I know and all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah.
They made Biden out to be like a full on like criminal mastermind, which I think if we're all gonna be honest, like he's just kind of like the lost grandpa in the mall that like like he can't find his family, and like everybody around him are the masterminds.
Yeah,
he's like Michael Corleone, but senile Michael Corleone. Like he might have been like on top of his game before, but now he's always trying to shake hands with invisible people.
Yeah, he's like I fucking forget his name. He's like the head, not Michael Corleone's dad, the
Vito.
Yeah, he's like Vito in just that last scene with the little boy before he has the heart attack, but like eternal.
Right. Where he's putting the orange in his mouth.
Yeah,
right
exactly.
there. Yep.
He kind of smiles like he's
boogity.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever notice that? Like Vito Corleone never does good when he's around fruit.
Yeah.
Because when he gets shot in the street, he's buying fruit.
Yeah.
And then when he dies and kicks his bucket, he's playing with fruit with his grandson.
Yeah, but I think that was like foreshadowing.
Oh yeah, well that was I'm sure pretty sure if you ask Francis Ford Coppola,
it'd be like, oh, the oranges represent death.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we were talking something about that on some stream, some show.
Yeah,
but
I didn't notice that till after watching The Godfather like 43 times. So
yeah. I feel like this is weird.
What's going on? What the hell? Tropicana is not a friend.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck Tropicana. So how your day been all right over there, movies?
Yeah. It's just been a typical Monday, just slaving away for the man, There's me and the 6 other dwarves heading to the mines and trying to, do what we can, for our little lady Snow White back in the day. So yeah.
You're not feeling too oppressed today?
No, I'm entirely too white to be oppressed. I'm like all white people. We wake up, we try to figure out what Bentley we're gonna drive.
Yeah.
We get our ass wiped for us by our bevy of servants. I mean, it's great to be white. Isn't that right, Sean?
100%, 100%. Yep.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of like we wake up and figure out like, well, who do we want to oppress today? Like,
Yeah.
like,
Well, I mean,
who deserves it?
Well, I mean, you're not as large as Lizzo and abundant with the food and the warmth. So I mean, you have to be more oppressed than her,
She'll outstarve
right?
us all when it's the end of the world.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. If that's oppressed, I want to be oppressed right there. I mean, it looks like she's eating about 2,000 calories of oppressed every day, or what, 5,000 calories? I should say.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was 2,000 calories like a meal?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. That's in her fucking baby toe.
It's
that
like
she
her
probably ain't
appetizer.
never seen.
Well, it's like that video of her was just like ridiculous, where like she's going on about like we need to like like vote to make change to stop being oppressed and this, and like, listen, you have millions of followers that will like buy whatever you throw up online, anything that you like. So you're gonna have like a sweaty towel that you used once for a workout. You could throw that up on your merch store and you're gonna sell it for like thousands of dollars. So she could do that. She's rich. And then on top of that, she's on a stage in front of thousands of people accepting an award. You're not oppressed. Like, it's just like before when it came to I forget it was which award show it was, where like Amy Schumer and it was like Wanda Sykes and all them.
Oh, Oscars.
Yeah, they were all up there, and like they were saying like, yeah, like us women, like we're oppressed and this, and like we're talking about 3 millionaire women on stage in front on TV, complaining about being oppressed.
Okay, two things with that. One, if she threw up, she could feed Somalia. Two, the only thing that is oppressed with those 3 women is fucking comedy. Okay.
Well, comedy is being oppressed.
Is like their elliptical machine. Like the elliptical machine is oppressed of their time spent on it.
Yeah, exactly. Or what I said earlier, the only thing oppressed is her fucking heels. They're like, dude, get out of me, please.
Yeah,
like,
her heels are like singing Negro spirituals and shit,
Yes, like, oh yes, sir.
Oh my Lord, oh Lord.
Like right after that, she like there's photos of her like loading onto a private jet as well. It's like what? I understand. All right, so here's the thing. I totally get it if like you have like a platform, so therefore you're going to try and like make a difference in a community that you think is being oppressed or whatever. But like in reality, in like in 2022, we have to just put away all of that like race card nonsense, because like without her saying black, she was totally inferring that black people are oppressed, and by constantly like saying that, you are creating oppression. If you constantly say these people are oppressed, well, they're going to start believing it, and now you've created you've manifested oppression essentially.
Yeah, because I mean, the desire for racism. I mean, like the market for racism, outweighs the supply of racism. So they have to try to manufacture the racism right there. And these people, they're like little rich kids where everything's been done for them. They're coddled, and so you start feeling like your life has no meaning, like you're not worth anything. You have no substance. You're not battling anything. You're not dying on any hills, because everything's done for you, and your life is just comfort and,
she'll probably
and cushioning. So you got to manufacture drama, right? You got to manufacture like, whoa, I'm the Harriet Tubman of my day right here, because I have to act.
Dude,
I have to act like I'm worth something.
There's so many jokes in what you just said. One, when you said that she was loading on a plane, I thought you were about to say that she was found on a loading dock.
Yeah, well, she was being loaded onto a plane.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And you said Harriet Tubman, and I immediately was like, hey, Tubby.
Tubby.
Harriet Tub of butter.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm Harriet Tubman, but my friends call me Tubby.
Yeah, exactly.
Tubby McGee.
There was another one in there, but I forgot. My brain sucks.
Yeah, I was laughing earlier because I was like, I love it if someone, like somebody with Photoshop, had a picture of Lizzo getting on her private plane, and like on the tail of the plane, the name of the plane was So Oppressed.
Yeah. Or it leans sideways like when a big old fat dude gets in a car.
It's like a car, yeah.
You
It's
just
like
see
that,
it
I like that scene at the beginning of Goodfellas where the big fat ass like gets out of the car and they show the
Just imagine if like over the intercom it's like, so we're gonna have to drop off the luggage ahead of time because it looks like we're overweight, and
and then they just have everyone get out and then let everyone on besides her be like, now we're good now.
No, we're good.
like, oh wait, no,
perfect
we're
balance.
fine. We're fine.
Yeah. Oh shit, it's fine now. We're good. Yeah. Like no, we can take off.
We should weld the engines to Lizzo's ass and put some plane wings on her, and that's the only way this thing is going to be airworthy.
Talking about Big Bertha, Jesus Christ. That's the next air raid in Afghanistan.
Oh yeah. I can just imagine all those Afghans running down the tarmac trying to climb onto Lizzo.
Oh my God!
Jesus Christ!
It's an elephant. Exactly. What is that? Oh, it's just fucking Lizzo. And then Meg the Stallion's behind her. They're like, oh my God, okay, we're gonna lose this war.
I completely forgot about that one.
Oh, the Stallion.
Yeah, the Stallion. Yeah.
Exactly.
Ironically called the Stallion.
Yeah, believe me, you're not royal. Why are you using the royal the?
It doesn't seem weird like a
she
stallion would be called.
Pronounce
Megan.
it duh, like D-A, like Meg the Stallion. You know, she's
Okay,
not
well,
actually
then spell it D-A, dinkus.
Duh.
Duh.
Yeah,
Remember they have to obliterate the English language.
Yeah, exactly. They have
Well,
to.
you know, if you ever get a chance, like look up the whole pigeon English. Like you might be familiar with the movies. Are you familiar with what that is?
No.
So pigeon English is like the South African like tribal version of English, which it kind of talk like this all the time, but they don't really speak very good English. You know,
I don't
so,
know
like,
if I can be a part of this racist conversation.
well, you have to find news articles that were written in pidgin English, and it's you can't help but hear the accent as you're reading it in your head. Like it's so funny.
And it's like that Louis C.K. bit where it's like, just fucking say, you're making me say it in my head. You're making me
exactly. Like it's just like instead of them learning how to speak normal English, they created their own kind of bastardized version, and people are saying that it's more efficient because they use less words and sentences. Like, yeah, but you can't interpret what they're saying 100%. Like it doesn't, you won't be able to like get an exact meaning of what they're talking about.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I don't want to read the article. I don't want to read it now because it takes me longer to fucking figure out what you're fucking saying instead of just getting the information.
It's like that "Don't Worry, Be Happy" song. Is that the official anthem of Pidgin right there? Because that's what I'm thinking of every single time he talks about that. So like, don't worry, speak Pidgin.
I mean, I could
You'll
see that.
I'll find something written in pidgin English, and I'll send it over to you, and then you'll be like, oh my goodness, this is
Shawn,
hilarious.
were you born on Pride Rock?
Good God.
Was there like Hans Zimmer music behind your mom and dad, like as they were presenting you to the rest of the African bush?
This is white devil.
Look at me, Irish. I'm the captain now.
Oh, are you Black Irish? Is that what this is?
I think technically I am. Technically Black Irish, which is just like a dark-haired Irishman.
Can you not swim?
No, I mean not well, but I can. I'll stay afloat.
So you loot potato stores?
No,
Black Irish?
No, I don't go looting potatoes.
Wow, this stream is good right now.
It's a weird one.
We're appropriating shit. Yeah, we're appropriating the black culture, like Drew Barrymore putting TikTok videos.
Oh my God, dude! Oh my God!
You see how people like lost their minds, and the worst part about the entire thing is that people were agreeing with that lady who was saying that shit. People were like, "Yeah, I can't believe she did that."
It's about time somebody said that.
Yeah, because what what did the black creators create? The rain?
Right.
It was fucking word salad of stupid. Like that's all that was. You know what I mean? Like,
None of it made any sense. It was just she threw the words black creators out there and saying that like you appropriated this. You know, like that's pretty much all she had to say about it. But like, so who are you talking about? You're talking about black people, and you're talking about like people being happy in the rain. Like, oh, so like black people can't get wet? Are they gonna melt? Are they gonna like what?
Did you guys watch Crowder today?
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, when they were talking about that, and then they did hey, you know, evidently this has been going on throughout history. I mean, even if you go back, you know, to Singing in the Rain, and then just Singing in the Rain thing, and there's like
oh
the
my god, yeah,
cross in the background.
Yeah, they made him what was his name, Gene Kelly, into like a white supremacist. He's singing in the rain and the burning cross.
They had him as the same
Gene Kelly, that's right.
Yeah, exactly, just so great, so great.
Like they make up a good point. Like, what's TikTok for then? You know, for putting stupid videos up there doing shit. You know?
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
well, we were talking about that last night, even with the Culture Council podcast people, and like saying that, you know, like I don't have a TikTok. I won't get one. I see enough TikTok videos on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram that I don't need to like, you know, go and like search for TikToks like on my own time.
Well, have you heard that like with TikTok, like how it functions in China with Chinese people? Like they have like highly intellectual
like
videos.
Their algorithms.
Yeah, their algorithms. Like they reward intellectually, you know, rich content on the Chinese version of TikTok, and then then they let it just be like this freakazoid show here, you know, because they're trying to cultivate American stupidity, which, you know, there was plenty before TikTok ever came along, but this just amplifies it, you know.
Without a doubt.
It's not that hard.
Well, like it's like
right.
every single one of those TikTok videos I always end up seeing are like typically from like libs of TikTok, and what do they always are? It's always the pronoun videos, like, oh, I use these pronouns, like the God pronouns, like that's one of the ones I can't just get over, like God and God's self. But like they don't believe in God, but they prefer to be called God, and like they don't really like using or hearing the pronouns they them. But what do they have on their fucking ears? Like they have they them like earrings. It's like you don't make any freaking sense. Like this is just like insanity. And you know, like, you're right. Like the more people continue to fall into this type of behavior, that's why I'll never get a TikTok. It's like it's the downfall of society.
It's interesting to see it. I will say that, like it because it pulls up some good ridiculous content.
Yeah.
So like that, and like so, you know, I have one with the Til Death Podcast, and we really don't we just posting shorts that I've made, so it's just more area for promo. And then since we have one, I'll like scroll through and my algorithm that I have is a lot more of like conservative stuff, and like so it's like conservatives pointing other shit out, or like PragerU or James Klug or like all that stuff. So it is interesting to see those videos, and it's like there's this economist guy that's awesome, and then who like just kind of, you know, all the socialists and all that. He's like, you don't make sense, and and then there's that guy that I showed you, Shawn, when we were on the live stream, where he does that, like this, you know, this is what I imagine marriage to be.
Mm-hmm.
And he, like that chunky dude, and he's hilarious. Like, so there's some funny stuff.
Yeah, no, without a doubt, there's going to be some good comedians on there, and there's going to be like, you know, some like good speaking points and this. And I'm not saying that the entire platform is complete garbage. I'm just saying
I think that's
like,
what you are saying.
Well, you know, I don't know. I just think it's.
I'd say if you put a percentage on it right there, the vast majority of TikTok is like just stupid, drivel. I mean, exactly. And then you've got. But if you're smart about it, like it sounds like you are, Whiskey, not to kiss your ass, but like you're like selective as far as, you know, what you find, stuff that actually you know you like, that entertains you and informs you. But a lot of people aren't disciplined like that. A lot of people give into the TikTok formula where, you know, it's programmed. You know, the algorithm.
Show me the dance videos.
Yeah. Show me the stupid shit. Like, show me the guys that are trying
I want to see dancing nurses,
cartons and shit. You know, so
dancing
nurses.
Yeah, it's like, did you guys ever see that movie Requiem for a Dream?
Of course.
Yeah, so I would be like Ellen Burstyn in that show. Like, she was like totally healthy at the beginning, normally functioning adult. And then she had to start taking painkillers. So she turns into like some fucking, druggie and shit. That would be me with TikTok.
Well, she was taking like speed essentially because like the diet pills, just kind of like constantly go, and then like next thing you know, she's like got like her jaw is like she's like clenching her teeth the whole time. Like,
right, her hair is all frazzled out and shit. She's like,
I'm gonna be on TV.
That'd be me with TikTok right there. I'd be like, I'd probably go in there with good intentions. Go, hey, I'm gonna find like this financial stock tip TikTok. I'm gonna find like some political TikToks and whatnot, and some movie news TikToks. And next thing you know, I'd be like, watching like a couple of walruses, like in a threesome, with like midgets and shit,
Hey, it's whatever you're into, dude. Like, if
we don't
watch.
need to.
Hey, it just went from 6 to midnight over here, man.
Yeah.
On that note, huh?
Well,
follow that.
We're getting closer and closer to like the Halloween season, and my wife and I have been wanting to watch more like horror movies lately, and it's just like I mean we already love horror movies just in general, but like now we're trying to find some new stuff, and she had a couple of suggestions brought to her from a couple of clients, and we looked up trailers for them, and like they looked pretty interesting, I would say. Like like the one is like super grotesque, and the other one is like a little bit of an occult slasher almost with Nicolas Cage in it. Like, so the one's called Mandy. I don't know if you've heard of this one movies or not. But
yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Oh, you did see it? Okay, so
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what would be your rating on that one? Because we were definitely curious about checking that one out.
I'd give it like a 4 out of 10. Because
really, only a 4.
It's because for me, it's a little too weird. I give it a 4 just because it's a very metal movie. It's like it's like I don't know. It's like the heavy metal, like and I'm making it sound better than it is, but just like take like your average like heavy metal song lyrics, and it's like Satanists and chainsaws used for killing, and they're a clash of good versus evil, but I'm making it sound cooler than the movie is, but the movie's so trippy and it's just so ethereal and just weird and whatnot.
They went for artsy. They went for like an artsy like kind of horror movie.
Yeah, it's very artsy. Yeah, it's very stagnant. It's just very it's just doesn't go. It barely goes anywhere. I mean, it's very. I think you and your wife, I think, will just be like, my God, like how much more of this shit is.
Okay,
there?
so like I'm glad you said that, because when I was out of the 2 trailers, that was the one I was the least interested in. Like, even though they were both kind of interesting looking trailers,
Yeah.
I was kind of like meh about that one. The other one I was more interested in, but it was like over the top with like all the dark, really fucked up nonsense. Like, it's called Baskin. And that's another one that's like on like I think it's on Paramount Plus or something.
Well, like
I haven't seen.
Okay, so this one, from what I could tell, now this part is kind of weird. Like, in the trailer, there's only one scene with dialogue, and that scene has subtitles, and I think it's like Spanish. So I think it's a foreign film, and so I don't know how much of it is like in English versus like completely Spanish or whatever. But like, my God, they went for the most graphic like footage possible for in the trailer. Like it was like, I'm trying to think. It was also from the producers of like Human Centipede and stuff like that as well. So like, we're talking about people who aren't afraid of visual elements. Like, just like instead of painting you the picture, here's the picture. So
Yeah, nothing left to the imagination.
Yeah, that one's called Baskin, and like that one seemed kind of interesting, but like at the time I was like, oh, that looks a little too intense for me right now. I don't think I want to watch that one.
Yeah, because they don't near have the ratings boards over there. Like in foreign foreign movies and whatnot. Like they do not have the hang-ups about.
When it comes to like Korean or like even like Japanese like horror, like man, those movies are so good. They are so freaking good.
Yeah.
But like the problem with it is like you're gonna sit there and you're gonna read subtitles, and like if like for me, I'm okay with reading subtitles if like I'm like really invested in wanting to see like the movie.
Yeah.
If I'm kind of like I'm gonna throw this on and I see like just endless subtitles, I'm like, you know what, I don't need to deal with this.
I like subtitles because they give me that false sense of culture.
Oh, like you read a book?
Like I'm cultured, you know, like I'm expanding my cultural horizons. I'm a sophisticate, you know, which I'm really not.
Dude,
but
I use subtitles on fucking English. I like to hear like all the shit. I like to hear all the shit. Hey, you can laugh all you want, but the amount of times that like you read something that was in the script that's different than what they were saying, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know why they didn't say it that way."
No,
or,
you're right. You're right, because we'll do the same thing.
Hold on. Or they'll say shit in the background, or like in the background, and you're like, "Oh shit, that's why they said that like fucking 20 minutes ago in the background. They put that in there for a reason."
Yeah, well, the only thing I don't like about subtitles, sometimes they'll say like what the action is going to be like before it actually happens. Because I was watching Ray Donovan the movie the other night, and I had the subtitles on, and they had a scene where this guy shoots this girl, and before he shot the girl, the subtitles said "fuck you," and then shot on the subtitles. And no one had been shot yet. I'm like, holy shit, he's waving a gun around. It's pointed at that girl. Oh, he's going to shoot that girl. You know, but I knew it before it happened. It kind of sucks.
Or like when they're in the middle of a sentence and then it just has like the dashes. And it's like, oh, he's going to stop talking because some shit's about to go down right now. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, no, I wasn't laughing at the fact that you put it on, like the subtitles in English. I just thought it was like funny how you said it. But like, we'll put the subtitles on.
I was about to be like, don't fucking subtitle shame me, bro.
No, like so, like we'll sometimes do that when we have friends over and like all the kids are playing and screaming in the house, and we want to like kind of like we throw on a movie that we've seen before, but like instead of having to listen to it, because then we're talking about maxing out the speakers, you know, like at that point we're just going to like put the subtitles on. And you can see what's going on. You can read if you want, and like, you know, just have conversation. Go back in. You can still see and hear some stuff and whatnot. And if the kids get quiet enough, sometimes you can even just hear the TV. That's always nice too.
Yeah. What an idea.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to have the subtitles on like during a Christopher Nolan movie, because his movies are famously like bad for the audio. I mean, he does that intentionally. I mean, he's just like, oh yeah, well, I'm more worried about. I'm more concerned, or I like to put emphasis on the soundtrack and the score, and then then dialogue is like secondary to him.
It's like hey dickhead, it's a movie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, he's a great obviously a great filmmaker, but it's like it's not all about the sound.
Yeah, I think he's like he was more worried about like the scene and what you're watching, and I think he thinks of the dialogue as like dialogue as secondary to the overall canvas that is the scene, and he doesn't want you fixating on the audio. He just wants you to take the scene as one big thing, I guess.
Well, this is why like when they're doing the sound for these movies, like there should be like compressors and gates set up for when there is a loud explosion, and when they're whispering, you can still hear everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's to me, it's the biggest headache.
It's like, hey, dude, you lost me at that you should feel this. It's like, how about you just make the movie and then let the audience feel what they feel? How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Like that that sounds like a good trade-off. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like when you talk about like Christopher Nolan, like we're talking like The Dark Knight and everything, like and like that movie. I mean, like you're talking about
Inception,
but like the huge loud explosions, and then like whisper, I have this, I have to say. Meanwhile, there's like explosions happening around them, and you can't make out anything of what's being said, or you can't find a good balance of like the volume for like where to put it in like the room.
Yeah,
very difficult.
Yeah, it's and Tenet's his worst. Tenet is like he's
still
a gold medal champion of bad audio.
Yeah, I still haven't watched that yet. I mean, I've wanted to, but it's just like never get around to it. I'm like, we got other shit to watch,
Yeah, it's one of those movies where, okay, so you're not gonna understand everything. I mean, I don't care if you're Goodwill Hunting, the first time you watch it, you're not gonna understand everything
How do you
about
like
it.
them
But
apples?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like it's gonna entertain you at first, So I mean, I think it'll entertain you the first watch, but then if you're like me or most people, like you're gonna be like, okay, I feel stupid after watching this, so I want to watch it again so I can figure out, like at least 1/36 of the movie, So
Yeah, exactly.
and you gotta watch. I've watched it several times just so I could grasp it, and I still cannot understand like why all this stuff happens.
I think if I watch it once and I get what happens, and then I'm just gonna call you stupid. I think I'm just gonna be like, no, you didn't get it because you're just dumb. Like that's.
Yeah. Don't do that to yourself, because Christopher Nolan has the advantage, like him and his brother or just him, they write the screenplay. So he's been writing screenplays for years. He has that intellectual advantage of like, okay, he's the one who thought it up. So of course he gets it, right? Because he wrote it up, so yeah.
Is he just an autist? Is that what it is?
He's an auteur. He's an auteur.
He's got a little bit of the tism. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Hey, Shawn, to go back to your horror movie thing, if you guys want to watch like a mystery thriller that I think is kind of scary just because it's so disturbing, it's a Korean movie, and maybe you've already seen it, but it's called I Saw the Devil.
I don't think I have.
That's
where's that one at?
Well, it was on Netflix for years. I think it might be off there now, but it's one of those movies where it's just so harsh and jarring with the violence and whatnot that there's nothing supernatural about it. It's not like creatures or monsters or anything like that, but the villain is just unescapably evil, and so he's like he's one of those villains where you wouldn't think much of him. You look at him like, oh, that's the guy that makes my keys at Walmart, right? Like this little trucking dude, he's not like
1 hour photo
or something like that. Yeah, he's not like that, but this guy's a complete fucking psycho, and he's got plot armor, I guess, or he's just so wily in how he conducts his evil. But yeah, it's very dark, and it's very it's a movie unleashed, because like I said, foreign movies they don't have that MPAA down their neck, with ratings and shit. So
right,
yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, I'll look into that one.
Yeah,
there was a movie that it came out a while ago. It has Hugh Jackman in it, and I forgot exactly who, but it's like one of those thriller type movies.
The Greatest Showman ever on Earth.
No.
X-Men.
Oh no, it was The Prestige.
Wow, you guys are autists yourself.
Wolverine.
His Entertainment Tonight interview.
No, it was Free Guy.
It was Chocolat.
You guys are ridiculous. No, it was like
Les Mis.
It was him and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, Prisoners.
Yeah, dude, that movie.
Yeah, that's a depressing movie.
That movie fucked me up for like a couple of days. I was like, Jesus, dude. And what's his fucking name? Terrence Howard was pretty
Terrence
good.
Terrence Howard's in it, and Maria Bello, and yeah, it's
I'm unfamiliar with that one.
Viola Davis. You should watch that, dude. It's fucked up.
It's called Prisoners.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're having a bad day, watch that movie. You're like, well, at least I'm not having that bad a day.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm good on that.
Yeah, I'm good.
Is it like, is it about like people in prison, like kind of like Oz, like that kind of fucked up, or like what are we talking about?
Okay, I'll just read the synopsis.
Or just give me a recap, dude. Like, just make it quick.
Because you know me, I could, I'll just tell you the whole fucking thing, and then you'll be like, shut up, and then we'll need to get some cranberry juice. It's
I'm telling you, you need to drink some cranberry juice. You're on something else today.
What are you on your fucking period?
Are you on your period?
Dude, I haven't said shit. I've been quiet the whole time. You guys are talking about horror movies or whatever, the prostitute, whatever the fuck you guys talking about.
Did you call me a whore?
Yes. I said
horror movies.
Horror. It's when Keller Dover's daughter, so Keller Dover I think is Hugh Jackman. When Keller Dover's daughter and her friend go missing, he takes matters into his own hands as the police pursue multiple leads and the pressure mounts. So Jake Gyllenhaal is the detective, and he has like a different look in it. He has this like kind of a weird style in this movie. And then Hugh Jackman is basically like kind of takes it into his own hands, trying to find the killer, and it's gnarly, dude. Yeah, who's the fucking kid in this?
He'd be the guy that Hugh Jackman takes.
Paul Dano.
Paul Dano, yeah, he plays the Riddler on the Batman.
Yeah, he's in this, and he's like the kid that everyone kind of thinks, is doing it, or was that the David Dastmalchian?
David Dastmalchian, yeah, he plays a weird ass. He plays a weird guy, but yeah, I won't say like what his role is in, but yeah, he's a freakazoid, yeah, in this movie. But yeah, it's pretty cool twist at the end as far as like who the main culprit, the main criminal, the killer in charge, so to speak. It's cool. It's a cool twist, or unexpected twist at the end, like who that ends up being.
It's just one of those things where it's like, if one of your kids has happened to one of your kids, this is like one of those things where it's like, yeah, that's what I think I would do. That's what I would want to do. All of you know what I mean?
I can't imagine, like, I don't have kids, but like I can imagine, like, someone, who has kids watching this, like, then I think that movie would hit them even harder than it did me.
Yeah, I think you would enjoy it in that way. Like, it would fuck with you in that way, but you would also be like, okay, yeah, like I can understand where the dude's coming from.
Yeah, I can't really watch the movies anymore where like something bad happens to like a kid in the movie or nothing like that. Like, to me, it's just like nope, my brain can't process that stuff anymore.
I'm the same way with dogs. Like, I can't watch movies where, I mean, John Wick is a notable exception because the rest of the movie's so fucking awesome. But yeah, but there are most movies where there's a dog, and the dog, like the main character has a best buddy that's a dog, and I'm like, the whole time I'm muttering, you better not fucking kill that dog.
Yeah.
You better kill that fucking dog, man.
There was that one movie, it was like a zombie movie where it was like a girl and like her baby out in the woods. Like, I think it was called like Alone or something like that, or something like that. But like the baby was like starving essentially, because like there's no food, and like she puts like the baby in like a car to kind of keep it quiet while she's like out hunting for food around like zombie infested areas. And then like I think the baby ends up getting like bitten or like or something like that, or it's I don't know what, maybe it was one of those movies where like if you like are dead, like you come back as a zombie. I'm not sure, but either way, like the baby ends up like getting like zombified, and it's like the most like, it's like the saddest, like most like annoying thing to watch, because it just breaks your heart. And like I can't do this. Like I can't watch those types of movies. And like sometimes they try to go for that stuff right out the gate, like the movie like The Witch or something like that, where like like now the witch stole like the baby and this and that, and like so like they're trying to always like push your buttons in the very beginning when it comes to like babies and films, and like, oh, I can't do that.
Well,
I'm
turning
those types of movies right
like
off.
I Am Legend, when Will Smith's dog gets bit.
Oh yeah, that's heartbreaking.
That fucking sucked.
Wait. So are you mad that the writers of movies try and emotionally involve you in the story?
I think there's just certain emotions I would rather not have to experience.
Yeah, I think it takes me out. Like, I get like them trying to emotionally manipulate you there, but I think like that's something where you don't have to go there. I mean, you can. I mean, you're a creative; you can write whatever the hell you want. But I can criticize it all I want. So
exactly, it's like like maybe I don't want to experience that feeling, especially with like two kids of my own, and like like I don't want to like. Like I want to go and like escape and like watch a movie, and like instead like here I am like, oh my god, those poor kids. Like I'm like,
yeah, you know what? Like with John Wick, like why did his dead wife have to give him a puppy? Like, what could she get him like a sweet big ass OLED like TV,
or like a Rolex?
That,
I got you this.
And then he goes after the criminals because they busted his TV.
It's like, hey, I got you this thing that you're gonna have to take care of and feed and pay for and do all these things. Like, yeah, it's great. There you go.
And then eventually it will die as well.
Yeah, I got you.
You have more heartbreak.
Yeah, in 7 to 9 years, this dog will die as well.
Yeah, just when you were getting over my death, then I put an apparatus in place to bust your heart all over again, just when it was getting fully repaired.
Should have just left him like a Rolex or something.
Oh, by the way, just want to say what's up to Jonah and Western Sounds Podcast. Thank you guys for joining the Twitter space.
Welcome.
Yeah, by all means, if you want to join the conversation, we're going to be doing this for another 20 minutes or so before we jump over to our live stream. So, feel free to join the conversation.
Yeah, get ready to put your thinking caps on because we talk about nothing but intellectual shit here on this.
We have a request already?
I got him.
Oh, you did? Whatever.
I'm helping.
I helped.
I did something today.
Well, I'm trying to do T-shirts right now, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I also was busy just trying to like organize and clean the house. I took 2 days for PTO, and I'm telling you, I got barely anything I wanted accomplished done today, and I just can't find the time now. Sucks.
Hey, if you guys want to watch a movie that has a lot of titties, because I'm just going to go off this tangent here. All right.
Back in the conversation now.
Yeah, because I want to live up to the intellectual buildup that I just did for Western, and Jonah there, because I feel like now that I put that out there, I have to live up to the intellectual level that I brought them up to. But yeah, so 3,000 Years of Longing that just came out this past weekend. And if you've ever wanted to watch, if you watched Aladdin with Robin Williams and you said to yourself, the one thing that this movie is missing is fat bitches and floppy fat titties. 3,000 Years of Longing is your special treat right there. So yeah, it's all right. Check it out.
Are there songs?
3,000 pairs of titties?
I wish there were songs. Yeah, that'd be funny. Like floppy titties and fat bitches.
Listen, if I had 3 wishes, I would just wish for a Robin Williams version of that movie where he is only exclusively singing about floppy titties.
Welcome to the show. That is awesome. That is the best intro of anyone yet. You are welcome anytime, sir. No, that would be great. Just like what's that one song where Aladdin is like running through the streets and like one jump, and he's like just running away from big old floppy titties. He's running away from Lizzo.
I'm just waiting for a strip club to have some balls and name their strip club Flappy Titties.
Oh God, flapjacks. Yeah. I was literally about to say flapjacks.
What did you call it? Waffle House? I saw some TikTok or one of those shorts videos where it was like someone training someone to become like a Waffle House employee, and they're like, okay, for your evaluation, we're gonna put you up against one of our other cooks, and can you box? Can you throw hands? Because if you can't throw hands, then we're gonna put you on a different shift. If you can throw hands, we're gonna put you on the night shift. If you can't throw hands, we're gonna put you on the morning shift. I was like, this is good. See, TikTok, has some good content every once in a while.
TikTok does have some great content. It's just it gets masked by all the shitty content.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, okay, I get it. You have blue hair. You're angry at the world. It's fine. Okay, but like, are you funny? Like, can you say something funny?
Yeah, we get it, China. You want all of us Americans to be fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And you show us all the stupid shit, and you show all your Chinese people like the Harvard endorsed stuff,
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there's just they're not bringing comedy to like the table when it comes to it. Like they're out there trying to be like social justice warriors when like they're making those videos, and then like you have accounts like Libs at TikTok just hold a mirror up to you like, hey, this is what you look like, and they're just like,
right.
Whoa, wait, what? No,
it's
you
unintentionally
can't do that.
funny.
You can't do that.
Someone just joined in the thing, and you were talking about China and social justice warriors, and they bounced.
I was looking for like
and they're like, I'm out.
I was looking for a fun-loving, aloof kind of podcast. They're talking about China and politics. I'm out of here.
Well, I mean, no. if they were around 5 minutes ago, we were talking about big old floppy titties. So
Floppy
I mean,
titties, exactly.
And we had so many good movie suggestions we've been talking about.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, what better curb appeal is there than flappy titties?
See,
Listen,
exactly.
I've consumed my next few weeks with writing parodies to all the Aladdin songs about floppy titties. So I will be reporting back with them. I can't sing it, but I will have wonderful lyrics for you guys.
A whole
next week.
nude world.
I want to hear like a floppy titty version of Prince Ali.
Yes.
That'd be great.
Big titties.
Magical areolas. What if Flappy Titties had an airline? They could call it Air-eolas.
Oh, and then like the engine like swirls are just nipples.
And the plane is actually aerodynamically shaped like a dildo.
There's lots of room in the cockpit.
Yeah, so it's just a little titty fucking in the air.
Yeah, oh, the airspeed on this thing is pretty fast. It's got double D engines on it.
Oh my God!
We
this
know
is
you have a
amazing.
choice in your air travel. Thank you for joining Areola.
Spirits all, man. We already got floppy titties.
In case of an emergency, please place your head directly between some boobies.
Yeah, exactly. The only way we can get out of this turbulence is motorboating. We all motorboat together.
You're gonna motorboat,
No,
motorboat all the way until we smash into the mountain.
No, that's when the takeoff is going on. They go through all the emergency stuff during a water landing. Make sure you are motorboating the titties in front of you.
and then when you make it out of it, and the captain just goes, you motorboating son of a bitch.
They built for speed or comfort.
So still here?
Oh man, I can just picture like the flight attendants, are like up there and they got their titties out and they're like demonstrating, putting the seatbelt on and then how to motorboat perfectly and that kind of thing. So
Proper technique.
If we were ever so lucky.
Oh, yes.
Exactly right.
In the event of a water landing, just grab these.
These flotation devices are for your...
This also function as a flotation device.
You will find a pair of flotation devices underneath each of your seats.
Yeah. Your seat is not the flotation device. There are titties.
At least before you get eaten by sharks, you'll be able to grab one of these sweet double Ds,
Well, this has been fun.
This is a good. I see. I'm liking this one. This is a good.
That's the part
conversation.
that Robert Shaw left out in Jaws when he was talking about how the USS Indianapolis went down and all his buddies were getting eaten by sharks. He's like, yeah, so they had us floating around, buddies bobbing up and down because they got eaten in half. But then we were grabbing double Ds and areolas. And he
well, I mean,
an Areola Airlines crashed right next to us, conveniently, and we motorboated our way to freedom.
Well, I mean, at least with that, Pelosi, when she retires, she would always have a job.
Yeah, man. Well, I'll tell you, talk about huge Pelosi's, huh?
Wow, that bombed.
Fuck.
I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. No.
I was feeling it.
No, it was good. It was good. Just
Yeah. Remember, I even made the joke like when China was threatening to shoot her out of the sky, or like threatening some kind of retaliation for her going to Taiwan. I was like, well, they shoot her plane down. She's gonna be perfectly fine. She'll just drop into the ocean. She'll be able to float there for weeks.
It's just Pelosi and then just hands on top.
Yeah.
It's like a girl in a mosh pit at a metal show.
Jesus Christ.
Why did you do that?
hell?
I was trying to live.
Well,
Yeah, what a loss that would be, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
God, hell yeah.
So, Ian, why don't we just take like a second here real quick to just like let everybody know about the stream that we're doing tonight and what we got going on for Wednesday too, because we got a couple of cool streams set up for this week.
So it's what I've actually been working on while we're doing this right now. So I'll let you have more to speak on tonight about the stream. So I'm going to talk about that one for tonight. But on Wednesday, we are going to be doing a Stranger Things live stream, and it's going to be us, the two of us. So me, Ian, and Shawn, and also Movies America. We'll be talking about Stranger Things, reviewing all 4 of the seasons that are out now, and doing a season 5 kind of predictions, theories, all that. And yeah, so it's gonna be pretty fucking cool. And there's a promo for it, I think, on our Twitter page right now.
Yep, yeah, it's floating around.
I'll go retweet that right now. But yeah, it'll be pretty cool. All of our links and all of that are at solo.to/thewhiskeycapitalist. It's our link that we have on our page. And yeah, and then Shawn, why don't you let them know what we're doing tonight?
Sure. I mean, so there's a few things we're going to be talking about pretty much in depth, where we got our first little bit of hate mail today. So so Ian and I will be...
You just got it? I sent it like 3 weeks ago.
It just showed up in the mail today.
You know, I had your address spelled wrong, so it got returned to me a couple times. So.
Well, yeah. So this one was just like a pretty unhinged woman that kind of like went off on us, and you know, it included some like pseudo kind of death threats in there as well. So like
that's how you know you're making it, man. That's how you know you're going places.
We felt like we made some ripples in the internet, so like we were doing something right, and you know, so
movies, just to let you know, so you can tune in. It has, remember that Taylor Shabusiness chick?
Yeah,
something to do with that. So just giving you a little preview so you can tune in.
Oh yeah.
So that's probably number 1 on the docket. We ended up talking about Lizzo and some of that today during the space, but one of the big things that I'm going to end up talking about for a while is the possible, which now it's almost confirmed, arrest of Gavin McInnes from like his studio over in they're in the Bronx in New York. So like without going into too much detail, like he was doing a live stream this past Thursday, and you know, someone's knocking on the door, and then you don't see who's there, but you can hear him talking to them like, can we do this another time? Oh, should I be getting my lawyer, this and that? And then next thing you know, like it's just like the chair, he's just like the camera's left going for like another like hour and a half. So like and then since then there has been no updates from his getter, his Telegram, his like anything, like even like the network itself, like the people that are still uploading videos to censor.tv, they don't really know what's going on, but all of them believe it to be real. Now, like the thing that I have like a lot of struggle with is that he's done pranks in the past on his like subs, which is very difficult. But I do have some thoughts on all of this, and like, you know, there's been people that have been speaking out who work for Censor or are part of Censor.tv's like contributors and stuff like that have like shared some thoughts on the whole thing. So I'll go into some of that, and then I think there was something else. We were going to talk about the whole like Antifa like heavily armed thing in Texas for like the kid friendly drag show that happened, where like Antifa was guarding it with AR-15s.
Yeah, like 20 minutes away from where I live.
Oh, Jesus.
Crazy.
I didn't know about it till today, until Crowder mentioned it. So yeah, I can't wait to hear you talk about it.
There is one other thing that we have.
Okay.
It is and it's somewhat close to you, like in the same state there, movies. The Hooters wings.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Chick. Did you hear about that?
Oh yeah, she was like rubbing the wings on her vag.
Not rubbing, inserting.
And she's gonna, I'll give a little bit of away. She's gonna get more charges because she didn't stop for that certain week of the month.
Oh God! So she was seasoning them.
So it
Little
makes,
Red Wings, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say it makes a Frank's Red Hot with a different definition.
All right. Wow.
Oh, good God.
Yeah.
I put that shit on everything.
Yeah, not anymore, man.
Yeah, because I had that joke. I was wondering why Hunter Biden's pinky ring was stuck to my wings.
Yeah, talk about Parmesan garlic wings. Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. So with all that, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for everyone that tuned in. Make sure you guys go to solo.to/thewhiskeycapitalist. We also got merch on there. I'm doing some merch right now. Since we have our Stranger Things episode coming up, I'm actually making a Stranger Things logo of our Whiskey Capitalist, the Stranger Things logo with the Whiskey Capitalist instead, and it's going to be on the T-shirt, on some hoodies, and all that stuff too.
Yeah, movies, that'd be perfect for you.
Yeah, it'd be pretty
Fuck
good.
yeah.
It'll be good. So
in Western Sound Studios, thank you again for joining and contributing to the conversation. So we get some fresh people in here. Feel free to please join us every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. We're getting together and doing one of these spaces. So just kind of
not a feel free to join us. You have homework for next week.
Oh,
you
that's right.
No, I have a lot of parodies to be writing, so I'm gonna be busy for the next week. If you guys don't hear from me, that's where I'll be.
There you go. I will be waiting with bated breath.
Come with the thunder.
Thunder titties.
You got to work the Hooters wings into the song parody of Aladdin somehow.
It'll have to be in the first song where he's talking about stealing all the food. Yeah.
The Hooters wings.
These wings are extra tangy.
One wing shoving my pussy.
One wing covered in blood.
That sounds like a rap song. One wing covered in blood.
Hey, I took it somewhere and you went farther. I'm already stoked that you are a part of this thing.
Yeah. We are honored.
You are always welcome. Check that out. Make sure you go follow the Whiskey Cap Pod here on Twitter. And we're actually on Getter now too. Thanks to Shawn.
Yep.
Follow at I'm Shawn Cav. Follow myself at Ian Til Death. Follow at Movies MERICA, and join us here in the next 15 minutes. We'll be on YouTube doing a live stream, so go check that out.
YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, it's all.
But
over.
if you want to comment,
MySpace,
YouTube,
Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah. So if the link for some reason isn't working, it's just Til Death Podcast Network is the name of the YouTube channel. So just head over there. We'll continue the hilarious conversation.
My Friendster link to your podcast is not working.
Yeah, the MySpace, the link is down. Tom said that it's just down for right now.
God damn you, Tom.
All right, dudes. I appreciate you guys.
Yep. Till next time. Later.
Later.
Guys.
Bye.
Bye.